Lenny is my running back 1. Nice. And I have to choose between Algier, Hubbard, and Pirine. Okay. Well, this will pull up some of my rankings here. Actually, this will springboard. Perfect, David. Perfect. You've allowed me to springboard. Let's talk about Chuba Hubbard. Okay. Right now, he is the Fantasy Pros running back 44. And if you have the choice between Hubbard and Donta Foreman, I do lean Donta Foreman. If you were able to pick up both of them and you got larger benches and you're saying, who am I going to pick up? Well, I'm playing Donta Foreman if I'm picking between them. You're thinking to yourself, well, okay, Donta Foreman, what did he do last year? Well, he played on the Tennessee Titans, and last season, in place of Derrick Henry, well, I'll flip to Foreman, then I'll talk about Hubbard. Now, Donta Foreman, running back 33 right now in Fantasy Pros accuracy rankings for the contest. He's the consensus running back 33 in games where he had double-digit touches, double-digit carries, I'm sorry. Week 10, Donta Foreman was the running back 26. He had 11 carries, 3 red zone carries, 78 total yards. Week 12, he was the running back 25 with 19 carries, 6 red zone carries, 112 total yards, no touchdowns, though. Week 14, 13 carries, 3 red zone carries, 2 targets, 62 total yards, and the touchdown finishes the running back 15. Week 15 against Pittsburgh, he had 22 carries, 3 red zone carries, 3 targets, 135 yards, running back 11. And Week 17, 26 carries. He finishes the running back 13. Week 18, 21 carries, finishes the running back 31. So Donta Foreman, zoom back out. When he was given full complement of rushes and a hefty amount of snaps in Derrick Henry's absence, he ranged between the running back 31 and the running back 11. Now, the concern with Donta Foreman is not that he's not good or he's better. I think he's better. I think he's better than Chuba Hubbard as a talent. But the concern is that the coaching staff has already come out and said they're going to use the hot hand approach. Whoever is going hot, it's going to be the runner. And if Donta Foreman doesn't start hot, that's going to be a problem. Now, looking at what Donta Foreman has done over the last couple weeks, he's had 2 of his 6 games with 14% or more of the snaps. Chuba Hubbard, comparatively, has had 1 such game with 15% snaps or more. So really, it has been Donta Foreman slightly getting more of the snaps, playing behind Christian McCaffrey. Right on the season, Chuba Hubbard, only 6 carries, only 1 target. Compare that Donta Foreman, who has 12 carries, no targets. Okay, so it's going to be like, I think if I'm hedging, if I'm like making a judgment call between Donta Foreman and Chuba Hubbard, I think I lean Foreman. Okay, because of the previous usage, because of the usage from this season already. And then, let's get into your question about who do I start, right? Do I start Chuba Hubbard? Do I start Tyler Algier? Do I start Samaje Perine? And I would lean, oh my gosh, there's a spider right here. Okay, got him. Yes, win the points. Okay, so David Banks, you're asking Algier or Hubbard or Perine. Looking at my rankings, I have Algier in the high running back 30s right now. Hubbard just behind him, and then Perine trailing later. So I would lean Algier in half PPR, okay? And that's where you grin and bear it. Cordero Patterson's still on IR. We know that Avery Williams is going to get sprinkled in there. Caleb Huntley, of course, is going to play. But, looking at what Caleb Huntley, let's chat about Caleb Huntley for a second, because over the last 3 weeks, Caleb Huntley, 34 carries for like 150 yards. So he's doing okay. Finishes the running back 22 week 4 against Cleveland. Finishes the running back 32 this past week. 16 carries against San Francisco. That's tough. But Algier, 15 carries against San Francisco. Finishes running back 37. You can get the theme that San Francisco was a tough defense. But Tyler Algier has gotten double-digit carries 4 of his 5 games. So if I'm picking between Atlanta Falcons running backs, I would lean Algier, but maybe I'm wrong there. Nevertheless, I think it's Algier and then Hubbard in the P. Ryan. You got that right order there.